We all have that friend, and maybe it's even you, who no matter what will always stick and return to quote their MMO, and most likely their first MMO, regardless of all sorts of new games coming out. It's just like going back into an abusive relationship. It makes sense though. MMOs often demand a lot of your time, and with such expansive worlds, usually you can always find something to do in that game. But the more time you spend in that world, the more that world becomes your home. There's something comforting revisiting major cities, whether it's Limsa, Laminsa, Stormwind, or Varrock. You become familiar with the language of the game, the systems, and the atmosphere. And how many years has that MMO been out for? Because the older ones have had years worth of content to build upon that the new MMOs just cannot compete with. And if they ever try other MMOs, they will always compare it back to their MMO. They'll say, oh, this is just like X. This dungeon is just like Y. But it becomes a little bit more than that. People begin to rank their comparisons. Rather than two games just being different, people categorize, consciously or not, how one system is better than the other. And on top of that, the new MMO also asks that a player spend their time learning their way of doing things, their systems, their language. For example, if you want to do something simple, like recolor a piece of gear, I guarantee you every game does it differently. And does everybody have the patience to learn this? Absolutely not. So if you want to know why people go back to your abusive, a toxic relationship, it's because it requires a good amount of energy to change.